Yesterday my wife was asleep and she was like, oh, she's having a pain in her chest, and bro, I couldn't sleep all night. And because it wasn't on the left side, so I was like, okay, cool. You're not having a heart attack or something. It was on the right side. Then this morning, as soon as I got up, I was like, oh, are you okay? And she was like, yes. And I was like, oh yeah, finally. You get me? Because I don't have the power to explain to Chief that what happened to his daughter, anything. So they say it changes you, and it does.
Now add children.
Yeah.
To it.
I can.
Well, speaking of that, because like he rightly said, being a husband and being a father, does that also subconsciously affect the kind of music that you make?
No, not necessarily. I just always say my truth with everything. Like, I want my daughter to grow up, to see a man that lived,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because everybody deserves to do that, So, yeah, aside that, what else? It's my brother, like you said, it's responsibility.
I know. So I Miss DJ gonna get like more siblings. Are you looking at that?
Brother, I don't know that one. Let's see. Let's all calm down first.
Doesn't sound like it's very much. But it's
funny. Have you seen Scoopy?
Bro.
Let's all calm down first.
Where's AG baby now?
She's a
got that Fuji money.
What if mommy is already thinking in that direction?
Let's just all calm down. It's not easy. If you listen to my love is name, you understand.
Yeah.
It's not that time. Please.
Well, also talking about the music and how people are spoiled right now. So I do believe that streaming is fantastic. The internet is fantastic. It brings democracy to music, where people do not need to go through different tunnels to get their music out. And a lot of people can listen to the music, right now, as soon as it's listened, as soon as it's dropped, somebody in Zamfara, as long as you have internet connection, you listen to it. But I do believe that has also watered down the music and also reduced the, the value of the music, right now. Back in the day, I remember going to London with cousins and, they'll give you a pocket money or shopping money, and everybody's like, you bring £5 here. I would write, you buy the NSYNC, I'd buy the Justin Timberlake, and everybody will share.
So when,
and when you buy, there's always a connection to when you take it, you buy like a £10 CD or like a £5 CD or back,
and you cherish it.
Yes.
Or back in have it.
Yeah, like in the early, I'm talking 2000s of New Metro, at Silverberg Galleria, where it used to be 2,500 to buy like an original CD. How, like when you buy that CD, you put out the flyers and you're able to read, all the lyrics and everything. There's always a connection. But right now with $5.99, you have access to millions of songs. So that's why, that's why you see a lot of people, an artist drops a song and people who have no knowledge, no understanding of music, they're giving takes. You understand, they are watering down the quality of the music. And now music has the same power is next to nothing. And an artist drops an album in like January. Normally you drop an album in January and you run the entire year with the album. So what do you think?
Or longer, honestly.
What do you think is going on?
I think, like I said before, that's why I said when I released, I made sure I hit the track list until 3 days after the release, so that at least you can, if you care to listen, just enjoy the music for what it is. And another thing I warned against before the album drop was like, please listen in order. This new craze of listening to album scattered from one to how do you start an album listening from track 12 because your favorite is on it? I'm like, what is going on? It makes no sense. This is not why this was carefully crafted, for your listening pleasure. And another thing I wanted to speak about is, I think what's going on about fans being in the business of numbers is such a problem. Fans have no business with knowing
the numbers,
like how many streams this one has done daily and all that. The business of fans is just to enjoy the music. If you're not an executive or somebody in the board that decides, this is what goes on with the streaming number, I don't think that should be your problem. Just enjoy the music, and I hope people can just do away with all the chatting, all the noise, all the optics of the success. What's quote unquote success of music, rather than just enjoying the music. I hope we'll get to a time where it's simpler. And I feel like we'll get there, honestly.
Do you think it's also because, all these things, because people nowadays have very little attention span when it comes to music? Because back in the day, I don't know if you did it, but I did. I used to write out lyrics because I used to enjoy the song.
Remember when we buy CD? Sorry, lyrics book.
You write it out. So, but now it's like once a song comes out, everybody's like, oh, that song, it was the movie. And then as an artist, do you think this is also I think the phrase I want to say is, how does it affect you when you're creating? Because now people don't want to listen to different genres of music, especially like in a country like ours. If it's not gigi, if it's not basbus, people don't want to pay attention to it. And then if you not come out with something soft and nice, and like, what is this? As an artist, how does this affect?
I'm not gonna lie, it's tough. It's tough to have to deal with that, because it waters down your creativity, the things you want to try, just to serve your own craving as an artist, as a creator. But one thing I've always done is I know the way the world is, but then art will always remain the same. Like I don't ever want to lose the essence of myself, in the bid to serve people. So I've done everything I wanted to do. Every time I've done it, it's my decision. I've served the art more than the quest to serve people, because the quest to serve trends. Because trends will go away.
But the music will stay the same.
It will stay the same.
And that's why I keep saying it, man. That's like one thing that Drake has done for us. I keep telling people, listen, Drake is almost like a visionary. I listened to the intro of Pound Cake, and he said it, that guy, all this, only real music is going to last. All this other BS is here today and gone tomorrow.
I remember I spoke to Asha one time, and we spoke about this.
You're talking about Asha right now. Guess what? I just had goosebumps. Because you know what? 2007, I was first year university. I was trying to put together a magazine. I went to it's Colors. Someone Shikbolu in Shomolu. They used to print Bubbles magazine. I was in Sheso in Ledari's office, and I heard Asha's first album, Fire on the Mountain, all of that. And I think till today, like when you're talking about well put together projects, that album is way there.
Yes, it's
of course.
Sibanke, all those songs.
I was speaking to her, and then we were talking about the state of music, and I was just like telling her about my concerns and everything, and she said something that really helped, and this is as far back as 2019. She said, but every era of music that this has happened, it's happened where there's been like, no, I want to say exactly how she said it. She says it's happened where people feel like, people are not paying attention to what's the best kind of music and all that. But it always finds a way to come around where the real music will eventually last. And I always keep that at the back of my mind, to remember to know, pander to trends and just do what I really want to do. And that's why with this album, it felt like going back to myself, realizing that, okay, this is why I started this thing. I'm going to do everything I did when I was coming up, because I know how that served me, and I know that I need to, just settle and not forget about trends, forget about everything, forget about how people take music, and just serve the people that have stayed with me from the get-go.
But speaking of, because also when it comes to experimenting, people are like, some artists are bold enough to experiment, some should not even bother at all. Do you see yourself as one of those people who you think, now that you've gone back to your, the reason why you started music, when it comes to experimenting, do you see yourself doing that, or you're just like, let me just do what works for me at this point?
That's what I've done all my career. That's, check my discography. That's everything.
How many? 6 albums now, right?
6 albums. Yes. 6 albums of trying new sounds, and because I love music, I feel like I've been plagued by experimenting all my life, because if I listen to something, I'm like, this is so good that I think I want to try this, but I want to make it my own.
Right.
A song like Big Fish, that's the intro of my album. Big Fish, I've been listening. I found hip hop late. I just started to listen to hip hop like 4 or 5 years ago, and I'm like, I'm so happy that I have a lifetime to catch up on this. So I made Big Fish because of rap music that I've been listening to. Like when I started to listen to it, I'm like, wait, all we've done as Afrobeat artists, as in everybody that's not making hip hop, is just loops. I don't want to do that. I want to try, see how the beat switches in their music and all of these things, and I want to try it.
You want to try that?
And I did it with Big Fish. Yeah, and you listen to that, came out fantastic. And this is what I do with everything
that you do. Okay, that's fantastic. I'm talking about you, Big Fish. I hope you're not going to run into problems with the badge, though. Don't mind me, I'm just kidding. And also, I think maybe because of the kind of artist that you are, and you don't have them FCs or the BGs or whatever. Because in one of your BFFs, when you look at like 2022, when you look at Catch Me If You, I think that was Catch Me If You Can, right? Yeah. And you also look at the quality of the collaborations on that project. I'm talking, I think Diawara, Ty Dolla $ign, Lucky Day, Stefflon Don, and I'm like, okay, if like a conventional pop artist, has this collaboration, and my goodness, I'll be inundated with, look at who they brought on the album or anything. Meanwhile, there are other artists doing even more, and they're falling through the cracks, and it brings us back to this craziness of we are not paying attention to the music. We're just chasing vanity metrics. Yeah. Who did they feature? How many views? How many views? Has the video done? And it just seems like this whole Afrobeats to the world thing just came and almost ruined our industry. Because back in the day, it always just used to be about loving the music. That's just what it is, and I think we need to go back there.
I feel like as artists, we have a duty to just constantly serve the music. And I know it's nice. It's nice to have mainstream success, to have all of the optics. Like, okay, streaming is good. I'm not gonna lie, because everybody wants that. But it's just, I think we should put the music forward more. I think that's very important, to put the music forward more. And I don't know. And I'm happy that the media is also very in tune with not putting music that's quote unquote number one on the streaming app as the song of the week and all this things. And I'm like, yes, you know what? I'm glad that the media, radio, TV, everybody's doing their due diligence to knowing the songs that are actually doing amazing, songs that need to be highlighted, songs that people need to find, and all of that. So huge shout out to everybody.
All right, cool. So, what are we to expect from you? It's the tail end of 2025. Are we going to see you on the road?
It's my year.
Yeah,
it's Big Fish 2025.
Okay, cool.
I'm doing. I'm having like first time. I'm playing with an orchestra. In London, November 23rd. It's going to be an incredible one. I'm playing full orchestra at Royal Festival Hall. Incredible. It's going to be incredible. That's going to be my greatest show yet, honestly. And I'm bringing it to Lagos,
in December.
Everywhere in the world.
That makes it, that makes a lot of sense though. And hey, it's always open doors here. For you, Adekunle Gold, a huge fan of the music, and just keep doing what you're doing. Because sometimes people just need to be able to just listen and just get lost in the music. Looking forward to seeing you on the road. And so keep just keep sharing all the positivity. We love it. Congrats on the new place. It's not easy to get a street named after you too as well.
Yes, congratulations.
So I think this is what we need to see. We need to see more of this, not the whole scandal or AG did this or somebody did.
Let's come on the internet and be happy.
And just be like, this is wholesome.
Nice.
Yes, so please continue inspiring.
I tried.
Yes. I know. So we're about to play Love is in Action. I think the title of this song tells its meaning in itself. Because I believe love is not just a verb like Kendrick would say. Shows an action. I believe and I always say the quality of the sacrifices that you make for the other person. That's how you really love.
I feel like love is not just about saying I love you, but you can actually be mad at someone but still choose to love a person. Some people don't get that, but I feel like the song is probably to do justice.
So who's this one for?
So this actually is interesting. This is about some friendships that I lost.
Okay. Why did you lose them?
It was a communication gap and all of that. But so I was saying in the song, like, I'm saving some energy for myself now. Like, I love so hard with passion, but I'm wiser now.
Yeah.
I know, and I think friendship breakups are things that people do not talk about.
And sometimes that's the worst one.
Because you can be so vulnerable with your guy. You get me? And there's some things that you share with your friends that you can't share with your partner. You get me? Because you know that my guy is not going to judge me, or my girl is not going to judge me or anything. Then all of a sudden, ego just come into play. And the funny thing about friendship breakups is that unlike relationships, you try to mend. You try to talk about it. Friendship breakups is maybe one silly thing like, we're supposed to go to the club together. Why didn't you didn't pick me up? And that's it.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah.
It is.
That's what inspired the song.
I know, we should talk more about that. It's 10:31. Thank you so much for coming. Then all the best with the project, Fuji. And I think, we should have more wholesome conversations like this. And also artists like you constantly just pushing the envelope and reminding us of where, the roots of modern day Afrobeats come from, and how we should also keep paying homage to the people who paved the way too as well. So big shout out going out to people like Kwamwan, people like Said Oshukba, people like
my Fuji Carnival, the one we did on Sunday, we shut down Broad Street.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, brought out Obesere, Currency at where it was such a
Broad Street.
Guys would have been so excited.
Because I grew up listening to these people. I wanted to bring more, but a lot of them were busy. But at least those 4 that came for me, incredible.
Shut down. And the thing is, compared to just on the side, compared to artists and your colleagues or contemporaries, there's something about reaching out to these legends who are still actively making money. When I reach out to them, I'll be like, I want to do a collaboration. I want to do a video. Can you do a cameo? They're always willing and
they are.
But your guy, you get tied up with legal.
I call these people like the day before the show,
and they showed up.
Aifele came all the way from Ibadan, to perform, and even performed longer than we expected. He was just happy to do it.
So, and I think that's what we need to.
They just feel like they're happy that their work is still being recognized despite everything, with all the years apart.
But also they have better work ethic.
Yes,
because these people they're on stage for like 6 hours. They just keep going. It's just like it's their life. They do it effortlessly.
I feel like person I would love to see collaborate is KSA at some point.
That would be mad. That would be mad. Yeah, that would be mad. You guys have similar fashion styles.
Yes, they do.
And
that's my dad.
I know. I'll be looking forward to that as well. I love this in action by Adekunle Gold. Who produced this one?
TMXO.
TMXO. Fantastic. 10:33. God bless you guys. It's still the morning rush. It's a Wednesday, right?
Yes.
So we're about to kick off TN Fresh.